to Hangzhou. It's the last of the group matches here at the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. And next up is men's doubles. And this is a Group B encounter. And it features the Olympic silver medalists Liang, Wang and Wang up against Fajar Alfian and Mohammed Shohibel Fikri. Well, this group is wide open. And I think I'm right in saying, and I'll get Steen to confirm it in a minute, that all four pairs could actually still qualify for the semi-final stage. And that may seem odd, considering that Alfian and Fikri have played 2 matches and lost 2 matches, but if they were to win in 2 straight games, and if Ranki Reddy and Shetty were to win their last match against Aranchar and Sowi, then Alfian and Fikri could qualify for the semi-final stage. I know it's all complicated, but this is a thrilling men's doubles group.
Yeah, that is completely correct. Alfian and Fikri needs a 2-0 win, and Ranki Reddy and Shetty win to qualify for the semi-finals.
Here come the Indonesians, led out by Mohammed Sohibul Fikri. And it's actually Alfian that's now in the lead. They've both got go faster haircuts.
Yeah.
Streamlined.
Yeah. Not too much wind resistance.
And here the Chinese pair of Liang Wei Kang and Wang Chang. Now this is fascinating, Steve, because these 2 pairs have played each other 3 times in just the 8 tournaments that Alfian and Fikri have played together as a men's doubles partnership. And all 3 encounters have been won by the Indonesians.
Hi.
Last time was the semi-final of the Denmark Open, and look at that, 21-15, 21-18.
It's black and red.
40 minutes it was
red.
In Odense.
Black. Red. Black for you. You on the toss. This side.
How is that possible? They won the toss when the Chinese have selected both sides.
Wang service. Who will receive? Alfian.
So this is vital. Liang Wei Kang turned 25 last month from Guangdong province in the south of China. Went up a couple of places on the world ranking this week, this Chinese pair to number 5, but as you can see, they have been world number 1s. 44 weeks across 3 different spells. And 2 years ago, they reached the final of the World Tour Finals, where they lost out to Kang Min Hyuk and So Seung Jae. So this had just a 2nd appearance at the World Tour Finals for Wang Chang and his partner. Wang Chang is 24 years of age from Ningbo in Xinjiang province, south of Shanghai. They lost their match on Wednesday to Ranki Reddy and Shetty, despite having a match point in the 2nd game, because they'd won the 1st and they were 20-19 up in the 2nd. Eventually lost 21-14 in the decider. Yesterday they beat Aranchar and Sowi in 2 straight games. So Fajar Alfian, 30 years of age, from Bandung in West Java. And 177 equates to about 5'10". First appearance as a pair, but Alfian has 3 times been a semi-finalist with his former partner, Ardianto. It's the 2nd appearance at the World Tour Finals for Fikri, who turned 26 last month. And he also from Bandung. 5 finals in their first 8 tournaments together. This is only their 9th tournament as a men's doubles combination. And as I was telling you just a moment ago, they still can qualify even though they've lost their first 2 matches. On Wednesday, they lost in 3 games to Arunchar and Soluyik, despite being 11-4 and 16-12 up in that deciding game. Look at that, 1 hour and 23 minutes. And yesterday, they lost to Ranky Reddy and Shetty, also in 3 games. So Chaturanga Vishwanath will be our umpire for this one. As you can see, he's from Sri Lanka. And Subhat Bhave of India is the service judge. So it is Liang Wei-kung and Wang Chang, the Olympic silver medalists, far side of the court in the all-red kits against Alfian and Fikri.
I guess we must expect that the Indonesians have chosen the better side to start with, because, I mean, finishing on the better side in the 3rd game, that doesn't really matter for them.
No,
only a 2-game win is relevant.
And of course, we still wouldn't know who's qualified even after this match concludes if the match on the adjacent courts
is not played yet.
Yeah.
No, but we know that Liang and Wang is through to the semi-finals with a win, and then it will be a playoff in the other match.
Exactly, exactly. But my meaning was that we won't know the 2 qualifiers from this group.
No. In fact, there's all kinds of intricacies that Liang and Wang, they can qualify even if they lose. If they win 1 game here, they can still qualify. If they lose 2-1, that requires Shetty and Ranky Reddy to beat Chia and So then. But if Liang and Wang loses this match, then Ranky Reddy and Shetty can lose their match without any consequence. So I think if you're the Chinese here, you've got to go for the win.
Absolutely.
And the interesting part here, in my opinion, becomes how will the playing conditions affect the match, given that the Indonesians are leading 3-0 head-to-head. They've obviously had the Chinese pair's number in the previous tournaments, but here the playing conditions are a little bit slower, and that is exactly what we mentioned when they first were paired together, that what about the slow playing conditions? Can they still score points? Can they still set up each other from the backcourt? The Chinese pair will get a little bit of help in their defense, and Liang Wei-kung smash from the backcourt will become extremely valuable if they can get on the attack.
Yeah.
And I think in faster playing conditions, the clear advantage will be with the relatively new combination of Alfian and Fikri. They would simply dominate the service situation in the front court. It's great to have a match where there's something at stake tournament-wise for both sides. We often talk about the small margins in sports, and you mentioned that Liang and Wang, they held a match point against Ranky Right-Hand Shetty. Had they converted on that, they would have already won the group now.
That's amazing, isn't it? But you can't live on ifs and maybes.
No. Where we see Liang Wei-kung's valuable power smash. Even though the playing conditions are a little bit to the slow side, he's still able to set up Wang Chang. And playing a little bit against, not a little bit, they're playing against that little drift that there is here in the arena.
Service fault called now on Fikri. Oh, that's a good shot.
Fantastic play.
Just brushed that off the top of the tape. So, to the mid-game interval. And it is the Indonesians who have the advantage, a 2-point advantage. Well, that's just about a perfect smash, isn't it? Right in between the two Chinese players. They read that well.
So far, it's looking quite okay for Fikri and Alfian.
Wow, look at that defense. Good rally.
Well left.
Well, 47 shots. Net court. Nothing you can do about that. Look at that. Even had a little dance on the top of the net.
I like the flick serve in this rally from Liang. Was it to Fikri, I believe? Because when they qualified, Alfian and Fikri, they needed to make the final in Australia Open, and they did indeed reach the final and lost to Raymond and Nicolaus, their fellow countrymen, the young pairing. And the youngsters, who I presume know these two players very well from practice, they flicked a lot. And that's obvious when you play to the world's best front court players. Get them away from the front court immediately.
Yeah. It's a very exciting young pair from Indonesia, isn't it? I thought their style of play was just delightful to watch. Oh, that's good play from Liang.
Overall in this tournament, this is some of the best that we've seen from Liang since the Olympics, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, the post-Olympic blues have lasted rather a long time, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well left. 3-run point from the Chinese pair. Answered with 3 straight points for the Indonesians.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be later appearance with Indonesia's singles Jonathan Christie at the end outside at the Carnival 45 Center.
Brilliant.
Again, it was started by a flick serve from Wang Chang. I should say, again, it was started by a flick serve, this time by Wang Chang.
That was loose. Got what it deserved. Well, it's a run of 4 straight points to go into the lead from Liang and Wang.
And they look to have the upper hand in terms of physicality.
Yeah.
Defense.
Missed it. Make that 5 straight points for Liang Wei-kang and Wang Chang. Well, this is an extraordinary run, isn't it? 6 straight points now. Oh, he's found the net. Alfian. And this is absolutely extraordinary. 7 straight points, and now 4 game point opportunities for Liang Wei-kang and Wang Chang. Not to be. Well, there's no doubt the Indonesians will have worked out what they need to do. And
Yeah.
so these are vital, vital points to try and win this opening game. From 4 game points down, well, there's 1 that's been saved. I don't know whether you say it's been saved or whether it's been squandered by the, by the
Depends.
Chinese pair.
Depends whether you have a blue shirt or a red shirt on.
Second game point for the Chinese pair. Oh, and they've done it. 21-17 in 19 minutes. And whilst it's huge disappointment for the Indonesians in that they know they cannot now qualify for the semi-final stage, they will still want to end their campaign here in Hangzhou with a win. Opening game to Liang and Wang 21-17.
你就往直接放网上，你这个你放网上这么难吗？你放直接还飞了，你抢吗？对，这一样，他这样接进来，我们直线
就是我们多半场就进来，我往前抢，我防开，然后我们反击，我挡，我都有机会，因为他们杀球没有那么，只有他们打第二拍的球，精力要集中。比如说我第一拍精力一定要集中，你是属于是打一拍，第二拍的精力还有，因为他们的连个的第二拍的球是比第一拍要球凶很多，就好比第一拍他杀，第二拍更紧打，这一拍球他不准，所以说这一拍球精力要多。这边是顺风，然后我往前该抢。
我觉得就你抢他，你抢进之后，他放的好，你不着急，不用说硬要跟人搏这种球，你要不就放，要不就挑，就不要去捅他，就是你抢就抢，然后你也不要拦。
Si Hajar Fikri agak mundur dikit, dia panjang-panjang, dia akan buka dulu, nah dia akan buka terus dia lu nyemes nih ya, kalau lu nyemesnya bisa drive sama dia lewat bahaya kamu, makanya tembaknya harus ngincer, kamu depannya harus ngeblok, takutnya dia banting atau nanti drive, nah lewat bahaya. Ya, tadi juga udah bagus, udah bisa ngerem, bisa apa gue, ada variasinya gitu, nggak enak kan dia. Kadang buka, kadang ngerem, ya, temponya cepat gitu, ya.
So one game to the good, Liang Weikang and Wang Chang, having won that opening game 21-17.
Interesting. The service return from Alfian there went to Liang Weikang. I thought that was something that the Indonesians failed to do in that crucial run of points that Wang and Liang scored towards the end of the first game, and that sent the Indonesians out of this tournament. Super ready in the flat game there, Liang Weikang. Oi, miss hit. It's gone wide. Fantastic rally by both pairs there. 41 shots. Must be one of the longer rallies in this match. Oi. Perfect deception by Alfian, but also a deception that sort of showed a little bit of desperation, in my opinion.
That's a beauty. What a fabulous smash. Yeah, lovely. Right into the back corner.
It's going to be interesting to see whether the Indonesians can keep up the spirit here in the second game. I really hope they can, because it can be valuable practice for them. It was one of the things that we highlighted when they first were part together, that slower playing conditions would be a challenge, and there hasn't been a lot of slow playing conditions in the later part of the World Tour. So it's the first time where we see them really challenged. But I know that a lot of the championship tournaments are played in arenas where the playing conditions are a little bit to the slow side, so that's why it's so important to gain experience. I know they've played in slower playing conditions with different partners, but getting experience in this partnership as how to handle it. He's satisfied, the Chinese coach.
Yeah, that was short. Got what it deserved.
I think that's one of the things that they should utilize here in slow playing conditions. A little bit more patient attack, work with the speed and follow-ups, and then I think also the defense of Fikri and Alfian needs to be a little bit more aggressive in conditions like this. If they can bring themselves in a little bit better position on the first defensive shot, then there's going to be a lot of options in the transition phase where they have excellent eye for the game.
Oh, did strings go there?
Yeah, no.
And Fikri's racket.
No.
Well, Alfian. Yeah, I don't think the string went at all. It just sounded off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it was almost all of the shots. No, it did go in because you were right, John.
Yeah. That's a nice tumble serve.
And there they played it back at Liang. I thought that that's what they left a little bit. That cynicism in the service situation in the first game, Fikri and Alfian.
I think in a way it's his persistence at the front of the court, isn't it, Wang Cheng?
Yeah.
You know, once he gets involved, he never gives up.
It's so difficult to get it past him. So difficult to get it past him.
Yeah, that's right. Long of the back line. On that level at 10 all. And it is the Chinese pair who have the advantage at the mid-game interval, albeit just a one-point advantage.
急呀，第二排断塔就行啊，就是我第二排接不上地的手，然后看你第一排挑没问题，第二排挑也没问题，但是第三排必须要断塔，要么反击，不能再低，因为在下在中半场的挑球没有像我们挑球那么到位，是吧？只有一两拍行，但是第三拍必须要怎么去断塔还是，但是你在打完球的准备还是。
Players for our last match on court number 1 in the warm-up hall. Kim Min-soo from Korea against Man and T from Malaysia. That, of course, is a Group A match. Group A is just as thrilling as Group B. Still no idea who's qualified.
Sounded like a string broke there.
Yeah, indeed it did.
没事啊，再来过啊。反正中半场你不要太紧张。
You know, it's been a long time since we've seen the Chinese pair in such full flow, isn't it?
It's so nice to see them back.
Yeah. One title this year, this Chinese combination. That was the Hong Kong Open, beat Ranky Reddy and Shetty in the final.
I guess we're seeing a little bit of the same as was discussed in the women's doubles, this post-Olympic shuffle and sort of nations trying to figure out what's working, what's not working. In the adjacent court we have the Olympic champion Wang with his new partner. There's been a lot of injuries to that combination, but from what I've seen, they could become really, really dangerous if they can sort of reduce the injuries. The level has gone up in women's double, in men's double this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that.
They're looking a little bit of down straights, Alfian and Fikri, but a little bit faster playing conditions. They could have been absolute contenders to win the title. Going way too hard for it on the flick serve. Just keep it downward, stay in balance. See if you can set you or your partner up on the front court.
Well, it was about 13 all in the opening game where the Chinese pair really started to pull away and make a difference.
Now they were behind 13-16, weren't they? They scored 7 points in a row.
That's right.
Yeah. Indonesians have to try and see if they can do the same. Flick serve.
And he was so off balance when he actually played his return, Fikri. Not allowing the players to have the court marks, telling them to use their feet to scuff away the perspiration. point opportunities for Liang Weikang and Wang Chang. (21-17, 21-14) in just under 40 minutes. And certainly Liang Weikang and Wang Chang have done all they can to ensure their qualification, which is still not certain yet. It depends on... now Slim's wagging his finger at me. They are certain.
Liang and Wang are through with the win here. Finished with 2 wins and a game score of 5-2. The question is, will they finish first or second in the group?
And that's dependent on the last match of the group against Ranki's Reddy and Shetty. That's on court 2, so we maybe won't know until after our court is finished. But we do know that Liang Weikang and Wang Chang have won 21-17, 21-14 in 40 minutes. Coming up next, our last match on the last of the group stage days. Kim and Song from Korea against Ban and T from Malaysia. Welcome back to Hangzhou for a third consecutive year hosting the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals. One match to come today on day 3 of competition, the last of the group stage matches, and it is the World Champions and World number 1s Kim Won-ho and So Seung-jae up against Man Wei Chong and T Kai Won.